As I learned when I was a Marine officer in the Middle East, the hardest part about making good, fast decisions in a dynamic environment is not that there isn't enough information. It's looking at a flood of data and determining which of those few data points are valuable and which are distractions. In radio and radar operator terminology, that's called signal and noise or signal to noise ratio. And so those two key sales team decisions that I mentioned, the who and the how, must similarly be made in searching for the signal among the noise. So first, when people try to answer that who we hire question, it seems like the only piece of data we have to rely on is previous sales numbers. But as most of us know, especially those of us that have been or led sales teams, past numbers are really noisy. There's a ton of factors like territory, timing, support, and they distort capacity. We end up favoring past fit over genuine fit. Um, and there is no sort of common metric across different sales roles. So if we're talking about sales reps, we're talking about BDRs, we're talking about influencers or closers or partners, there's no real common yardstick across all of those roles. So that's the noise that comes in when trying to make that who decision. And then when we talk about the how decision, the structure, and how do we get the most out of that team, we see that we often wind up putting the right people in the wrong place. But that's something we only realize in retrospect, or we can only give generic coaching instead of targeting it at the individual level. And we may end up making decisions about promotion and territory assignments on things that use that same noisy data, like how did they do last quarter, or how did they do in that particular territory. So we started to think in order to get these right, those two important questions, we need to focus on the data that matters. And we said, imagine having one science-backed signal that cuts through all that noise, a signal that instantly reveals selling capacity. Who has the capability to be a top performing sales rep? That can tell you who to hire, where to place them, and how to coach them for better performance.